about a week ago, I gave an opinion on Lies of P getting new difficulty options, and I said that I was cautious, or that I think they should be cautious with it. I basically said I was skeptical, and the reason why is because most of the people that need these easier difficulties are people that, quote, couldn't be bothered to learn the game. I said this because a lot of franchises have indeed been ruined by appealing to a wider audience, but after a week of thinking about this on and off, I am slowly leaning closer and closer to this being a good thing, generally speaking. There are people who do like these games for all kinds of different reasons. The aesthetic, the theme, the lore, the story, those are all kind of the same thing basically, but maybe they're a fan of the book itself, The Adventures of Pinocchio. Some people want to experience this without the frustration. I'm sure most people, by now, know that a lot of us gamers are adults that have jobs, and when we come home, we want to enjoy a specific game without that frustration. I also recently saw Jennifer English and her girlfriend, Aliona Baranova, I believe that's the name. They started their first playthrough of Clair Obscur Expedition 33, a game they are both actors in. And during the start of this playthrough, I believe, Jen stated that...
Yeah, I said I really want to play this game, and I don't think I can without it being on easy mode. Please make an easy mode. And wonderful Florian at... I think it was Florian. I'm now worried that I've said the wrong person. But... yeah, has made it.
It kind of hit me. It would be pretty stupid to exclude people who worked on the game itself from enjoying the game. Imagine you're an actor for a video game. You're literally a key factor in why it even exists. And when you're struggling to enjoy the game, the director just says, get good. It sounds funny in imagination, but if this were to happen in real life, it'd be hilariously stupid. I also have been playing Sekiro Resurrection for a few months now, as I already said in my last video. It is now my default difficulty for the game. That mod makes the game harder, and is now my default difficulty. So I just started to think, I'm really enjoying the game like this, and people playing Sekiro on the default difficulty mode just don't come to mind. I just play the mod that makes Sekiro harder, and it's my new baseline difficulty. Maybe we all need our own baseline difficulty. I'm not telling people that play default Sekiro that they're bad or anything like that. They just don't come to mind. It doesn't bother me. So I'm kind of eating my own words here. From thinking about all this, maybe difficulty options really wouldn't be a bad thing, especially if they're done in the way that Sekiro Resurrection makes the game harder. And if Lies of P does this the same way in reverse, I think it could work more so than I originally thought it would. I'm trying to see both sides of this because I really think the more people that experience Lies of P, the better. I genuinely believe that. Looking at the side of the anti-difficulty settings fans, some of them do have a point. A lot of games have had their in-game qualities diluted because it was modified to cater to a wider audience. That is a very real concern people have. So I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but the point I want to make with this video real quick is, at the end of the day, it is just a video game. And if they can preserve the fundamental experience of overcoming tough bosses and becoming a better player, if that can be preserved for the old fans, it might not be a bad idea to just have these other difficulty modes. Maybe even the ones where it actually is just story focused, because some people might really want to just experience the story. Like I said, maybe there are Pinocchio fans that just want to play it, book readers that normally wouldn't get into video games. Something I think this game does good is fan service, because this game took some of the most obscure characters from the book and put them into the game. I think fans of the book will like that, but if you're not really familiar with video games, you won't really get to experience that other version of a novel you really like. So I've had to kind of change my thoughts just a bit. It really does help when seeing the humans behind these opinions too. It's very easy to disregard people when all you see is a name and a funny little picture next to it. But seeing people genuinely interested in something and hoping to experience a nice story, I had to slow down and remind myself that people behind these names and pictures are real people. They have experiences just like I do, and maybe I'm pushing too much of my own personal and subjective viewpoint too far into this. Maybe it won't really be too bad to have these other difficulty options. I still have my default mode. People have their mode that they like. NeoWiz and Round 8 have done a very good job with this game. If there's anyone I think can make this happen, it's them. Like I said, the blueprint's already there, so we know this is possible. And if they can deliver that, I don't really see how this can be a bad thing. So those are my thoughts. Hopefully I'm not going to attract the wrath of the Souls purists now. I genuinely am trying to see both sides of this, and that's kind of what I think now. Maybe this is a video that's not even worth making because it sounds a bit redundant. I don't know. But those are my thoughts. That's it. Goodbye.